Yeah, as many buckets as he had the other night.
He was just 1 of 9. And Adebayo score that and one. Bam, Adebayo.
A lot of young guys who've got a lot of playoff experience in this series.
Yeah, these two teams have been in the playoffs quite a bit. And Jovic got the block on Brown. Very familiar with one another, and heartbreak on either side. Looking up top for Porzingis. So Holiday set up Porzingis in a beautiful lob to give Boston the lead.
Well, he was not only great as a playmaker, and he was fantastic. It's the best all-around game that I've ever seen Hero play. They need him to continue to play like that to have a chance, especially with Butler out. But a good sign for the Celtics, Brian. Porzingis, 2 early threes.
Here's Jovic, a lot of dribbling here. He takes it, he comes up short. That was Derek White defending.
Well, Boston's done a great job getting out early here, taking away threes and making Miami play the one-on-one game.
Jaylen Brown gets in the paint. He goes right at Tyler Hero. Miami can continue on here. He could be a factor later. But it's not just Butler. You get a follow jam by Jaylen Brown. Jovic and Adebayo with the 2 makes thus far. Adebayo had an and one. And here is Brown, and Brown knocks down another one. Little mid-range jumper. That's Hero again with Adebayo. No, the follow by Adebayo. So Bam with his second make.
But Boston's also done a little bit better job closing out.
Highsmith has missed a couple of threes. He's left wide open, and he drives and scores. Tatum backing down. Duncan Robinson. Highsmith there to help. Little turnaround jumper is good. Jason Tatum. Miami has had 2 excellent fourth quarters in this series as Highsmith taking on Horford. Strong bucket from Haywood Highsmith.
They only had 1, which helped them close out the game. But being able to take care of the ball against this great Boston defense is a necessity for them.
Horford pushes one in.
Jaylen Brown's exactly right, and Boston shoots and makes so many threes as we see Tatum line one up right on cue. Well, in the last 2 playoff series coming into today, Tatum was 14 for 61 against the Heat from 3 for 23%.
Boston out in front. Everything's going well for the Celtics. This feels a lot like game 1 right here. As Adebayo, a little turnaround is good. He was deadly in that area. Kind of played his way off of playoff rotations a year ago. It's a different story this year. Pritchard having a career season, and Jason Tatum is cooking now. 14 minutes, he has just 1 made basket. He's 1 of 6, 0 for 3 from 3-point range. Finally has his first 3-pointer.
Because the referees let the game get more physical in the playoffs.
Porzingis with 12 first-half points. Here's Jovic. He drives. Oh, what a finish! Nikola Jovic with time on the shot clock, and they are knocking down a bunch of threes.
Absolutely, and they wanted to run more, and here they go. Everything Joe Mazzulla wanted, everything in game 2. There he attacks him right to the rim.
Brown signed that massive contract. Responded with a great year. There's 0 for 3. That's his second made 3-pointer.
He understands that the Celtics are in drop coverage, so he's not looking to slip out. He sets a solid screen. He can get Hero some room.
White answers with a 3. Same starting 5 on the floor. Very familiar and dominant starting 5 throughout the course of the regular season. Porzingis, he got loose early with 3 threes, and now he hits another one. Great chance to be on the all-rookie team as Brown goes right back to work. He scores on Hero.
That is not the way Boston closed out in contested shots in game 2.
Great pass from Porzingis. Slammed home at a 26-point lead over Dallas in their game 1. And my, how those 2 series have turned around as Adebayo runs the floor, dunks it down, and Joe Mazzulla wants to chat.
On top of being a 40% three-point shooter and a guy who can make plays off the dribble.
Adebayo set up by Hero. Hero with some fancy dribbling right there.
Well, it's just, that's a tough matchup for Jovic, but what do you do? There's no one out here who can't score.
Porzingis with a block.
And now with Thomas Bryant, they're not going to be able to switch either. So,
and they go right at him, and Horford on the receiving end of the lob. And they go top 5 back-to-back years. It had never been done in NBA history until this year with the Celtics. Al Horford from 3 buries it.
Lowest field goal attempts and lowest scoring since his rookie year to take on an entirely different role with this team.
Jovic sets up Highsmith. Nice action to the basket.
We couldn't wait to get on that plane and tip this ball up. We're embracing this moment, and embracing right now is like an understatement.
Yeah.
That's 2 of the 3 leading scorers. But interestingly, over the last 3 years, the Heat have won 58% of their games with Jimmy Butler. Celtics defense tonight has been outstanding.
I don't like when you start dropping facts on my numbers there, Coach. Numbers are everything, right? One thing about the numbers, Joe Mazzulla was pretty adamant today as Patty Mills hits a 3 and is fouled by Pritchard. A revert back to the norm on some level. They're going to have to find different ways, Miami, to set us up here for game. Miami still is just 68 points on the board. We're almost halfway through the 4th quarter. Jason Tatum, contested shot. The jumper is pure.
That's also where one of the areas where Boston's overall size really comes into play is Tatum able to just rise up over the top, is just get the biggest names they could possibly get and put them on their roster and just disregard fit.
Hawkes hits one over Jason Tatum. Do you think?
Well, I think Eric Spoelstra said it to us before the game today for both coaches and players. One of the things you have to understand is that every game, even within the same series, won the East by 14 games. That's amazing. And then we're 7 games ahead of Oklahoma City and Denver in the West.
Jaylen Brown, 22 points, 8 rebounds. Jason Tatum, 22 and 6. I beg your pardon, 22 and 11 with 6 assists. And the Boston Celtics, a 20-point win.